What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl JD here, back with another video, and today we are going to be talking about the Snow White movie that Disney said was going to be released this year, I believe, but then they had to end up pushing it to next year, 2025, because of reasons, okay? And a lot of these reasons had to do with their star who plays Snow White herself, Rachel Zegler. So let's get into it. There have been some recent updates. The last time I think I spoke about this topic was over on my main channel, but I thought it was better to talk about it over here, considering it's the drama surrounding the making of the film, the release, and all that good stuff. So let's get right into it. So it looks as though they have released the official movie trailer, and it is going to be coming out for sure, like I said already, in 2025, next year. Now when next year, I'm not entirely sure, but maybe the beginning half of it. And the trailer ends up being the most disliked Disney trailer ever for a film that I've seen personally. I thought at first it might have been The Little Mermaid, but the like to dislike ratio on this one is way higher, even though it got less views than The Little Mermaid. But the trailer, I thought, at least in my opinion, I thought it was okay. It wasn't bad, but of course people naturally had their opinions about it, but I personally didn't think it was bad. I thought it was a pretty run-of-the-mill trailer for a Disney princess movie, obviously because of the negative press that has been surrounding this film. It's not been doing this movie any good. So I honestly have to wonder what would have been the case if people would still have this reaction to this trailer if Rachel had just been quiet, if she had just stuck to the script, just said, I'm so happy to be here, so happy to play this cool princess, I'm really excited about the release of the film. That's all she had to say. She didn't need to go into this whole feminist thing. She did not have to start talking about the prince being a creep. It's like she didn't have to say all of that.
I know that you've told me before that your version of Snow White is different and it's more of a 2022 version of Snow White. What did you mean by that?
I mean, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
All you had to say was, I'm excited for this film. I'm so excited to hear what you guys have to say. I hope you love it. That's it. That's all she had to say. That's all she had to say, honestly. So I think Rachel Zegler made her life in Hollywood a whole lot harder with this one, even though it seems as though she was just getting started in it. She was in West Side Story. Yeah, West Side Story, I think is the name. I think it was the film version of the play, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was the film version. So after that, she was in Shazam, and then she was in, what's the other one? And then she was recently in that Hunger Games movie that was supposed to be kind of like the prequel to the Hunger Games. It was supposed to be about President Snow and all that stuff before he became president and whatnot. So I was like, okay, this wasn't bad, but I didn't really hear people talking about it. But I think in terms of moving forward, she just made her life a whole lot harder. So Gal Gadot has been getting more attention and more positive press for being the evil queen than Rachel has been getting for her playing the sweet princessy character. So the casting didn't really make any sense in terms of looks, though, in my opinion, because Snow White is supposed to be the fairest of the land, but Gal Gadot, I mean, she's gorgeous. Not saying that Rachel is ugly, I'm just saying in terms of her being the princess versus the evil queen. Isn't the evil queen supposed to look kind of like, not like ugly, but she's supposed to look a little more like evil. I feel like with Gal Gadot as the evil queen, I can't really take her all that seriously, but I'll still need to watch the movie. But I can't really take her serious as evil, because she just looks so sweet, So Rachel, after I guess maybe noticing that Gal was getting a lot more attention than she was, she then makes a post entitled "The Fairest, by the way." And I was like, okay, is she jealous, or was this just her trying to be a little sassy, trying to get people to watch the movie? Like, is this promotion? I'm honestly trying to figure out what's going on here. Is it jealousy or what? I was honestly just trying to understand that post. Now, am I still going to watch this film? Yeah, probably. I feel like I watch pretty much all the Disney movies. Even if they're bad, I'll just let you know it was bad, but I still go and watch it anyway. And on top of that, I haven't really been seeing much in terms of new releases that I actually want to see. So yeah, Snow White is definitely on the list to be watched. So I'm curious to see what other people are going to do. I'm wondering if people are still going to watch it, or are they purposefully going to ignore it to kind of teach Disney a lesson? Because Because, you know, Disney is going to do whatever they want. It doesn't really matter if they're receiving backlash, it seems. They're just going to produce whatever they feel like producing. So, yeah. But with this one, I thought it was a pretty straightforward movie for them to release that people were going to like, and it was going to be another Disney princess film that did okay. But when Rachel started doing her press and started saying all these negative things in these interviews and getting backlash and then crying for it later, it was like, girl, you kind of didn't do this film any favors.
I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. So
I mean, definitely pressure. The cartoon's so beloved. It's like a monumental moment in film history.
Yeah.
It was like the first feature-length cartoon movie, to the point where it won honorary Oscars and all of these amazing things that happened for that film are the reason that you and I really get to sit here today, because it made Disney what it is.
So something that was going to be an easy release is now complicated because of your comments that you couldn't just keep to yourself. You know, so y'all let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. Let me know if you're going to watch Snow White in film when it comes out next year, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.